Alright, let's dive into what's popping on TV and streaming this Saturday, August 8th, 2026. But trust me, this isn't your average what to watch rundown. I'm here to break it down, add my 2 cents, and maybe even spark a few thoughts along the way. So buckle up, this is gonna be good. First off, what immediately grabs my attention is the sheer variety of genres we've got here. From heart-pounding thrillers to romantic Hallmark dramas, it's like the TV gods couldn't decide what mood to go for. Personally, I think this mix is a goldmine for anyone who's ever said, I don't know what to watch. But let's dig deeper. Starting with UFC Fight Night, Gamrot vs. Salkilld at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Paramount+. Now, I'm not the biggest MMA fan, but what makes this really interesting is the narrative around Mateusz Gamrot. He's been on a tear lately, and this fight feels like a make-or-break moment for him. If you take a step back and think about it, these fights aren't just about physical strength, they're about strategy, mental toughness, and sometimes pure grit. What this really suggests is that even if you're not into combat sports, there's a human story here worth tuning into. Jumping to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got Absolutely Devoted to You on Hallmark. Now, I'll admit, Hallmark movies aren't usually my jam, but this one's got a twist. A 90s boy band reunion? Sign me up. What many people don't realize is that these feel-good movies often tap into nostalgia in the most clever ways. In my opinion, this isn't just about romance, it's about the nostalgia of a bygone era, and that's what makes it compelling. Plus, Jesse Metcalfe as a reluctant lead singer? I'm here for it. Next up, She Stole My Son's Heart on Lifetime. Marisol Nichols as a detective? Yes, please. But here's the thing. Lifetime movies often get written off as predictable, but what makes this one stand out is the high-stakes plot. A missing woman in need of a heart transplant? That's intense. From my perspective, this is Lifetime trying to push the boundaries of its usual formula, and I'm curious to see if it pays off. Now, let's talk about The Strangers, Chapter 2 on HBO. Madelaine Petsch as a survivor being hunted down? This is peak thriller territory. What's fascinating to me is how this sequel leans into the psychological horror. The fact that the strangers are coming back to finish what they started. Chilling. One thing that immediately stands out is how this plays into our deepest fears of being hunted. If you think about it, this isn't just a horror movie, it's a commentary on survival and the lengths we'll go to stay alive. And finally, my adventures with Superman at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Adult Swim. The penultimate episode? Talk about high stakes. Clark struggling with Krypton's past, Lois battling Earth's future. This show has always been about more than just superheroics. What this really suggests is that even superheroes have baggage, and that's what makes them relatable. Personally, I think this episode is setting up something massive for the finale, and I'm here for every second of it. So what's the bigger picture here? If you take a step back, this lineup isn't just about entertainment, it's about storytelling in all its forms. From the raw intensity of UFC to the nostalgic charm of Hallmark, each show or movie is trying to connect with us in a different way. This raises a deeper question. What are we really looking for when we turn on the TV? Escapism? Connection? Or maybe just a good story? In my opinion, it's all of the above. As we wrap up, I'll leave you with this. What are you most excited to watch this Saturday? And more importantly, why? Is it the thrill of the fight, the comfort of a Hallmark romance, or the edge-of-your-seat tension of a thriller? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. Until next time, happy watching.